Why is it Baseball House a reality TV show? Dude, let's produce a reality TV show and just call it the Baseball House.
Baseball House? Oh my God.
Just every guy.
Every guy in my hair. Yep.
Not bad for a fat guy.
What up, Clubhouse? It's Benny Polizzi and Joey Molinaro. On this week's TG, we talk about if East Lansing is the best destination for a bachelor party, when your girl starts liking a guy on the baseball team, the couple who took engagement photos at prom, and is Caitlin Clark ever going to play basketball again? Probably not. Let's start the show. TG 181.
Recording here, recording there, recording everywhere.
You should know about this.
This
guy, both going with look at us with the black and gold. I got the Happy Gilmore because it's Masters Sunday. As we record, it is Masters Sunday.
Black and yellow, black and yellow. You've been seeing that thing on the internet where they're trying to change like what if every city's teams had the same colors?
Like Pittsburgh?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it works.
No. That's why it's cool. That's why it's cool for Pittsburgh, because it's so unique and rare.
And also it's not too. Like the Steelers, they're black and gold, but their helmet, they got a little freaky. They get a little freaky with the little diamonds or whatever. And the Pirates, like red's one of their colors. You know, like they're not just black and gold. I think the Pirates have the best little colorway in baseball.
Yeah, it's not just black and gold, but the mainstay. If you showed up to any one, if you went to PPG, if you went to PNC, if you went to Heinz, you can wear a Penguins jersey, stretch it out. You can wear a Penguins jersey or a sweater or whatever they call them. Pins. But yes, they have that little bit of accent. But the Penguins too, they have like a little bit of blue. Have you seen that merch that they have?
I love that. Penguins have blue?
I had a Pins hat. Had it. Shout out Joel. Had a
new segment. Hat it.
I had a Pins hat. Snapback. It's up now to 2011 pod.
Snapback's back. Oh my God. That song,
but it was like
that song.
It was like three tone. It was like the bill of it was baby blue. The front of it was white. The back part of it was navy blue. And the Penguins logo had a little bit of that in it too. I was like, shit, all right. Match the eyes.
First podcast about hats. Does anybody have a hat podcast yet? I've never seen that, bro.
We can break it in.
Never seen hat before. Yeah, it's like, okay, the Penguins use like blue because of the ice a little bit. That's like what I'm seeing on here, kind of. I don't know. I love when teams randomly just are like blue. Yeah, blue. Tennessee women's basketball, blue. I'm like, all right. Didn't know, but okay. Florida State, blue. You know, you get all those tribal teams, blue.
Every girl went through a phase. Any sporty girl went through a phase where they had a Candace Parker Tennessee Lady Volunteers jersey. And wear it on dress down day. I was like,
I want to be one of those girls. Dude, I would rock a Candace Parker right now.
It's like, I didn't know they sold
Caitlin
those.
Clark, do you still play basketball?
TG hot take. TG hot take.
Hey, TG hot takes. Caitlin Clark will never play basketball again.
That was going out on the Discord, which again, shout out to the Discord Clubhouse. It's in our bio on Instagram. These guys LOL. It's in the comment section, the description of the YouTube show. These guys LOL on YouTube. Watch, subscribe every week. The Discord is going through some TG hot takes, and their Discord's the best. It's the best group chat ever. Comes to life. Got to get in.
I got a hot take. TG Discord changed my life.
I don't even think that's a hot take. I think that's just right on the money. I think that's just straight down the middle, 93 mile an hour fastball.
Honestly, the biggest comfort zone I've ever been in my life. TG Discord.
It
just
feels
a
really
place
good.
You can go. 2 a.m. I'm like, what's going on? What are we talking about? And it's and like you know, when you're talking to your friend and it doesn't matter like what point of life you're in and you like say something to them and you're always at the same, just every single thing somebody sends in there, like it's just boom on the money.
Really is. Really impressive stuff. Really fun.
Jumping.
So download that. Download the Discord app. Get on that channel. It's in all of our bios everywhere. We post about it. We'll send the invite out there. My dad's in there.
Yes. When I feel lonely, TG Discord.
Trying to get your dad in there. Get Coach P in there.
Oh my God, that'd be sick.
Hey,
everything
he
pictures
posts
in there. Huh?
Everything he posts in there is just, well, any food be?
No, dude.
Just like every 3 or 4 days, any food be?
Motivational quotes. Like every like yeah, once a day in the morning you send some shit. Hold on, let me look at let me try to find something. Success and persistence are the result of keeping a strong inner core. Just that. Just every like
Did he really just send you that?
No, he sends me that. I tell him to send me that stuff all the time.
So coach,
dude, he's
man.
got a million of them, bro.
Oh my God. Just living and dying by those. Hey, how many different ways can a coach try to motivate people? You know, I mean, I gotta tip my cap to them because they keep trying to come up with things, but you're almost running out. What do you say to these people? What do you say to your team? Everything's been said.
Nobody wants to do anything. Coaches are just trying so hard. Writing stuff on the walls, dude, in the locker room just to get anybody to do anything. Just Jesus Christ. Be aggressive. You ever see a college locker room? There's just words everywhere.
Attack!
Excellence.
Just, yeah, all the adjectives they want it to be described as. Hungry. Attack! With always one with an exclamation point. All the other words just have a single word. Then there's one that will have the exclamation point. Win!
Dude, it's always win. I'm like, no shit. Win.
B500. Okay. Hey, best one ever, though. Best one ever. Not a reminiscent local podcast. Roncalli Blockhouse circa 08. 3-7? Question mark?
Oh, that was... who wrote that? I feel like that's some shit we would do.
Bro, I don't know. It might have been the senior class. It might have been Sambo. I don't know. But I just never forget. There was a bunch of those different words painted. And then there was just, because the year before you guys went 3-7. And so it was just 3-7 question mark. Like, that's acceptable? We have a higher standard than 3-7.
I kind of think that was us that did that. Because we were doing some like non-traditional things. Because like, you know, the senior class every year gets to redo.
Yeah, because you were there. So just like, you know, not Twitter, bird. Yeah, like, okay.
Yeah.
Not homepage, crib.
I could not wait to redo the inside of the blockhouse. It was like the reason I played football. It's like, yo, when I was a freshman, I was like, yo, when I'm a senior, this whole place is going to change. And I'm not talking about the culture. Something. I'm just repainting the inside of the locker room. Dude, couldn't wait. First day, stepped in there, just repainted all over this like Jesus crucifix thing. I was like, absolutely not. I was like, yo, this is the weirdest thing to have in here.
Yeah, 2008. Instead of that, you just put a picture of
Trapaholics. Yeah.
No, it's just Troy Polamalu flying over the line of scrimmage.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Oh shit. Yeah, those different words. I mean, I was watching something showed up on ESPN or SEC Network or something. And it was
or Big Ten Network or
an inside access look at Florida football.
I would watch that till I died.
There's their new coach, Summerall or whoever, and they had the footage of him talking to the guys after practice, and it was just, you know, it wasn't bad, but to my point, it was just, hey, every day, we got to come out here every day. It's got to be at this level. It's got to be at a championship level. It can't be right here. We can't be middle and around every day. It's got to be a championship level. Just like, dude, these guys, it's the same. It's just regurgitated time and time again.
Can't get enough of it.
What are you going to do? what are you going to do? So we got the Discord. Join that. We threw in the Discord. This is, again, like we said, a little bit of early access stuff that maybe people will get over there on the Discord channel and that community. We threw in there a little flyer, a little promo for Indiana Land 500. Now, we talked about it last week, but they saw it first. And so just a reminder again, Discord saw it first. Just a reminder again, May 23rd, 2 to 6, downtown Indianapolis, 10 roof. Me, Johnson, DJ Seabuck, who knows will show up, you know? I mean, we've had NFL players show up before. We've had NBA players, probably race car drivers, who knows? People show up. And me and Ben were talking, and he was like, yeah, I mean, because I saw the different drink recommendations you guys have. Great. Absolutely awesome. Definitely taken into consideration. Palomalu Punch.
Oh.
He was like, yeah, I don't know how much a clubhouse will come. I was like, one, we got plenty of clubhouse who's local to Indy. But two, again, like we said last week, and we'll continue to say, like, clubhouse travels. So, yeah, maybe 5 of you, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 35 of you. So just reminded you again, put it on the calendar. If you can make it, make it. We'll party. We'll have fun. It'll be a great time.
So Indiana Land drink names. We need to think of those right now. Palomalu Punch. Flacco Fluid.
We got to have like Honey Hunty. Or just the Hunty. That's got to be there.
The Hunty.
Also,
Hunty table is just waters.
No, me and Ben did talk about the hydration station.
Oh,
and that's where
my.
It's just a table of 3 Gatorade coolers. The one where you press that button.
Station.
That shit comes out so fast. You're like, oh man, yeah. I got about 2 seconds till coach is yelling at me.
No cups. You just got to drink from the actual spout of the Gatorade cooler. That was crazy to me. I was like, I didn't expect us to have cups, but like every single guy on our team, like awkwardly going up to this Gatorade thing, like,
yeah, mm-hmm.
In full pads, dude. And some people wouldn't even take their helmet off. Dog. Freshman football.
Yeah, who wouldn't take their helmet off? Grbac. Grbac wouldn't take his helmet off.
Stay strapped up!
You kiss ass, Grbac. Shut up.
Grbac was born to be a captain, dude. He was the guy that was a captain on your freshman team that you're like, him? You know, there's always a captain on your freshman football team, and you're like, I didn't even know if he was gonna play or not. Maybe it's me.
No, it's me. That was my bad. We didn't go out there. My mic went out. I touched the button on it. My bad. We're all good. You know, everything was. He did it absolutely the 100% to the T the way the coach wanted to do it. It wasn't a jog to the drill. It was an absolute sprint. He's first in line. Never took the helmet off. Never even unstrapped the helmet until it was, hey, bring it up, and then you could take a knee, unstrap. He barely did it then. That's why Grbac was a linebacker. That's why Grbac was a linebacker, but that's also why Grbac was a captain.
Grbac bringing all the equipment in. For sure. Grbac
helmet's still on.
Running off the field with 2 bags after practice.
He's already kind of bow-legged. So you're like waddling back and forth.
Do we need to pick up the equipment? Like, it didn't even cross your mind. You're like, Gerbac's got it, dude.
Gerbac's got it. It almost came to a point where you were thankful for Grbac, but it was kind of detrimental because you're like, we kind of really are lazy and don't do shit because Grbac does it all.
Mm-hmm. Just your tool shed player, bro. Gbac's football drip. Socks
a little bit
pulled
to be desired.
High and tight, dude. Socks pulled high and tight all the way up. Nike Land Shark cleats.
Oh, dude, I wasn't going to go with high socks. I was going to go with, you know what I was picturing? Just the most no-show ankle socks with like chunky Adidas cleats.
2 different socks on. Grbac socks never matched. He didn't care.
Wasn't about that.
His mom didn't have the patience. Gritty mom.
No, but he didn't play. He didn't play football to be. It's not a fashion show.
Mm-mm.
Like he really believed in that. The coaches. That's another reason why the coaches were like, we got to have Grbac leading the way. You know, Pulizzi and Molinaro, they got to, have their bands and their arm and their gloves. Pulizzi's trying to bring a Pfizer out. He's 14. Grbac, they're just like, you got to be like Grbac. We're not out here to look good. We're out here to play our ass off.
Attack. Ask Grbac why he plays, His answer, I like hitting people.
Yeah, 100%.
I like to hit people.
Oh, yeah. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less there. We're like, yeah, but like, yeah, it's kind of feels cool. Like probably like, girls like you a little bit. This is pre summer party Grbac. That happens like 2 or 3 years later. Grbac at this point, he's like Anakin Skywalker in Attack of the Clones. Like before Padme, he's just locked and loaded. He's there to do business, and then all of a sudden, Padme comes around.
Hate to see it, dude. God, cut off Grbac goes to date night. Grbac so quick, and you're just like, what happened to our boy?
I got brought up in Discord. What's the storyline for Grbac after that girl that he followed to college breaks up with him? Because there's really only 2 outcomes for Grbac.
So like in college Grbac post breakup or out of college Grbac post breakup?
In college, because here's what I'm thinking. There's 2 outcomes. One is what we discussed, where Grbac and Sophie are still together. They're junior year of college. He's super hunty. He's ring shopping. Like it's about to happen. She's like has her nails done constantly because it could happen at any time she wants to be ready, for the pictures, for the
pictures. Mm-hmm.
For that. That's the one outcome. Second one, Grbac follows Sophie. They go to school together. Have their ups and downs their freshman year, but they really they love each other and they're going to work through it. They're going to make it happen. But then like summer after freshman year, everybody goes back home. Sophie's starting to feel a little bit more free. Grbac starts hanging on tighter, right?
God, don't do that. Don't do that, Grbac. Don't, bro. Play it cool.
No.
Starts getting a little desperate. Grbac starts getting a little desp.
You're starting to see Sophie pop up. She's posting pictures of just herself on Instagram.
Wait a second. When you start to sniff out a girl that's about to get out of a relationship on Instagram, man, isn't it so obvious?
Hey, Grbac starts.
You just see one picture and you're like, oh, what happened to them, yo?
You're like,
Sophie's on the market. Trading block. Free agent.
You're talking to each other. You're like, has Grbac been hitting you up a little bit more recently? Like, yeah, actually. Funny you said that because, he's just so locked in. But yeah, kind of recently he's been wanting to do a little bit more stuff.
Yeah, like now that you say that,
and then you see that, you're like, oh. Okay.
Grbac sent me a "What You On" last Friday night, and I just blew it off. He always flakes for Sophie, so I was just like, whatever.
Thought Sophie must have been I don't know, on a family vacation or visiting her aunt somewhere or something, But Grbac had a night.
He had a bye week. Grbac had a bye week, and we were just.
So then that's why. So then they go back to school their sophomore year, and by this point, Sophie's got a fake ID. Sophie wants to go out.
No, dude.
Sophie, hey, here's a plot twist. Sophie got him out of playing football in college. Sophie. Getting a little too close with the football house. That's cool.
I was thinking the basketball house.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, hold up. The baseball house.
No, don't say it.
What the hell? Sophie's been hanging out at the baseball house with her new friend group. Let's just go to this party.
Oh, man. But then, hey, post another picture. She's in the outfield at the baseball stadium, just her. Comment, from the shortstop on the baseball team.
Hey, what's he say? What's he say?
Something so cryptic.
Yeah,
something
yeah,
just like, okay. That's it. Not anything overtly like fire emojis or like just something that you're like, I'm so done. Grbac punching the fucking hole in a wall, the biggest hole in the wall you've ever seen at his college house.
Picture of Sophie in the back of a truck pulled up in the outfield. Comment, our number one fan or something. You're like, oh no. Yeah, it's like day drink at the baseball house.
Wearing the jersey, oversized jersey.
Looks hotter than ever.
You're like, dude. Then me and you, though, we're like, like, I hope Grbac's taking this all right, man. Like, I know they were pretty serious.
So
like,
it's so over. So over, bro.
Hey, then you see Grbac at like you see him at like a local college bar, like B-dubs or something, and he's just down and out. He's like there by himself. You're like,
B-dubs. Gotta be the saddest place in the history of the world is B-dubs, dude. You ever go to B-dubs when there's not a lot of people in there? You're like, okay. Like, dude, that.
Yeah. Can I get this to go,
the
please?
smell of B-dubs when no one's there. You're like.
Just smells like your girlfriend broke up with you for the shortstop.
That really is where every guy goes after their girlfriend breaks up with him. B-dubs.
So then from that point, like,
home.
then from that point, it really crumbles, and like she's fully, it's over, and like Grbac's trying to tell you that like, no, we might, like, she's, she just like
Grbac's trying to save it. Grbac going to the baseball house to like hang out with her. Still, he's hanging on. Hey, we're going to this party. You can come if you want, Sophie. Grbac goes with her to the baseball house. Hey, gets in a fight.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what I was going to say. Something horrible happens. A total breakdown by Grbac. He gets blitzed out of his mind. It starts to show up like freshman, sophomore year. Like, I just like hitting people. Grbac starts showing up again. Like the bull has been unleashed. Mm-hmm. This is no longer Aeropostale comb over Hunty. We have reverted back. We've come full 180 or full 360, full circle here to the evolution of Grbac.
We're getting our Grbac back.
So we're like not too mad about it. We're like, oh dude, that I heard about that. That was not good. Because he gets like kicked out, probably gets the shit kicked out of him, probably hurts another kid, like puts him in the hospital, but then he's just outnumbered in a situation like that. So he gets hurt, he hurts somebody, legal issues, So he's kind of just going off the deep end.
He's got a huge cut on his hand because it went through the coffee table, glass coffee table. Mm-hmm.
Or not the glass coffee table, but he like maybe had like a 40, like a glass 40, and he like slammed it over some baseball player's head. Yeah, I was talking shit to him about Sophie.
Hand torn open, wrapped up. Next time you see him, what happened, bro? I was moving furniture and smashed my hand in the door, make something up, lies.
But your other buddy's over there is like, I'll tell you later. Like, I'll tell you later. Text you. That's not what happened. I'll tell you when Grbac leaves.
He tried to steal the third baseman's dip, and they got in a fight.
He saw Sophie sitting on the lap of the shortstop, and it just set him off.
Oh my God. Why is it so real? Why is the baseball house a reality TV show? Dude, let's produce a reality TV show and just call it the baseball house.
Baseball house? Oh my God.
Just every guy.
Every guy in my hair. Yep. My hair, your body, bluest eyes you've ever seen. Okay, get why you're a dick. Fine.
So many accessories. Like tall for no reason too. I'm like, you should
Wearing
not be 6'4". Like, dude,
Hey,
I hate it when guys are tall for no reason. I'm like, God.
he's tall, but he also runs like a 5'7", 60-yard dash. You're like, oh, okay. So you're just the best athlete of all time.
His shoulders too. They should have been on Mel's best shoulders.
Hey, he's got your necklace on, no shirt, backwards baseball hat, biggest sunglasses you've ever seen. But they're not aviators. They're like the baseball. He's wearing his baseball sunglasses.
Always.
Just like leaning on his wood bat.
Why is he always a transfer from a D1 school too?
Trying to can't grab anything.
Played at Missouri, but just wasn't feeling it.
He uses his bat to like direct orders at the party. You just see him in the corner and he's just like, you're a fucking pussy. Okay, set this up. You two, stop being a bitch and set this up. Just using it as like his orchestrator. Dude, but you know what? I hate to say it. Sorry, burpee girls. Sorry, ladies. The villain arc here is kind of on Sophie.
Oh, yeah, but nobody will say that. You know what I mean? No.
She transformed him. Shaped him into this guy that was at the prom pictures, and they got professional prom pictures. They didn't.
This is every girl.
They didn't come. Grbac didn't come to we had like 12 different guys in their dates, out by the pool getting pictures, like all just fucking around. His mom got, Qdoba catering in for like whatever before we go to prom. Cool. Grbac didn't come because him and Sophie had to go to like a park, just them two, and do like basically engagement photos for prom. Because that's what
Grbac sideburns.
Because that's what Sophie wanted, right? They had dual graduation parties. Whoa!
Oh no! God, what a setup for failure! Dual graduation parties, guy and girl, couple.
Hey, so you proposing or what's
Has that happened before?
Yeah,
guy and girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I would kill myself. No way. Dude, the graduation parties that were like a triple threat and it was all your boys, maybe one of them not so much, like their cousin, It's like, oh, that graduation party's about to be heat. You like get the invite. You're like, oh, yeah. It's at German Park too.
Dude,
like we know the lay of the land.
I didn't even think you got invited to mine. You just showed up.
I would never, yeah.
Because it was like the Avengers. It was like me. It was like 5 of us.
That's hard, dude. That's why. Damn. I wish I would have had a graduation party like that. I don't think I even had one.
Oh yeah.
I honestly don't think I even had one. And if I did, I realized it like the 2 hours before we were supposed to do it. I was like, oh, we're supposed to be doing that? Like my mom was probably like, damn. No one really cared. But the people that had like a really planned out graduation party, I was like, this is kind of sick, dude.
Yeah. They get tiresome. They get redundant. But
no, they don't. Not because the people make it cool. Like, what were you saying?
Yeah.
You had like 5 of the homies?
Yeah. Not a local pod, but it was me, Andy Ward, Jordan Reeser, David Heckman.
Dude, I love hometown names, dude.
And Anthony Milto. And Dan Lauk was probably there because of Heckman. Yes.
Not an OLG podcast.
Hey, there might be some of these people in the Discord for everybody. Just saying. Everybody.
There better be.
I won't disclose, but I'm just saying
names.
Some of these characters, they might be in there with you.
Dude, I love the fake names in the Discord. Hey, right now, Zoo Kid. Dude.
I'll never forget.
They're so sick.
At the Chicago live show after party, the Boston boys, like their second question to me. Man, I really thought Jordan Reeser was going to come.
Dude, I love shit like that. Hey, in the comments, give me your best hometown name. Your hometown's friend's name.
Because I feel like you all listen, you're like, those are fake people. They're not. But like, if I heard your guys' hometown friends' names, I'd be like,
It's got to be a fake guy.
I'd be like, Chris Skidmore? What? No.
Skidmore. Yeah, we called him Shitmore in high school.
Hey, football coach just called him Skitty.
Skitty. Yep. Skitty, bring in the cooler. Skitty. Dude, that's pretty good one. If I was a coach, I'd be ripping Skitty. Skitty's
real
hard
quick.
nose. All right.
No, I'm sorry. I was just going to complete the Sophie villain arc here because she did all that. It was all her plan. She really wanted it, and he fell for it. Like, he fell in love with her. He was full in. It happened big time. You know, she's feeding him all these lines about what's going to happen in their future, and they're talking about naming their babies already and everything. And then, you know, she goes to the freshman. She has to walk back a whole lot of promises she couldn't keep. But my man Grbac, he don't know. You know, like, I'm sure his dad, maybe, you know, like any good dad would be like, hey, son, like, this is great, but just, you know, probably when you go to college, some things might change. There's a whole different world out there. Keep an open mind. I love her, but I love her, Dad. You know, that kind of thing. So then it all starts to happen. And then, like, when Gerbach's really upset and is like, Sophie, what are you doing? Like, we had this, we're planning this. And you know, I'm just, like, not ready for all that. All right, like, it's just a lot, and like, I just want to do what I fucking want to do.
Grbac was locked in. Sophie kind of a piece of shit. Sophie kind of.
It's a tale as old as time. So hey, you know, and those outcomes, but then okay, so then he gets broken up with. You know, he goes through a pretty dark time. My battle with some booze problems. You know, maybe he drops out of school. You know, maybe it gets dark for Grbac. But then, you know, I like to think on the other side, like, you see him, maybe fall off with Grbac, but then, like, you see him post-college, like, 3 or 4 years post-college, and, like, he's running the shit for a
TrueGreen.
Steel, for TrueGreen, or, like, a steel management company. And he's high up, and he's got, like, 3 kids with this girl that he randomly met at, like, a meet cute at a bar. And you're like, dude, you look good.
She looks
good
so much better than Sophie, you know? Oh,
you look up Sophie now. You're like, man, Grbac, I think you got the last laugh.
Sophie's a mess, dude. Yeah, she's working for an MLM, posting stuff on Facebook way too much. Hey,
but Grbac, hey, he's just
Sophie. Gained a couple LBs. Gerbach's new girl, though? You're like, bro, you scored.
Hey, you know where they met? F45.
Yeah, we're just doing the agility ladder. Hey, what's her name? Hey, Bree. Me and Bree, we met doing burpees.
It's like, yeah, Grbac. This is how it, you know, this is how it had to come to be. He had to fight through. He was in a dark, bad place. Starts to get his life together, working. Starts to join the gym. Wants to get, you know, a little thinner because Grbac was losing himself a little bit. A little thinner. Meets Bree. They have 3 kids and a big old house on land.
Yo. On land, out there.
Mm-hmm. You're like, damn. He's like, yeah, dude, you should come down sometime. We'll start a fire, maybe go out on the
trail.
4-wheelers.
Trail? Gerbach's got a trail? Gerbach's back, dude. He's happy. He's happy.
Yeah. You can tell just such a weight is lifted off him, just getting rid of all the Sophie stuff, because of course Sophie didn't end up with the shortstop from the baseball team. You know, like, that didn't work out.
Sophie's down bad.
So there it is. And all you can do is just you have the biggest smile on your face, and you just can't help but just keep grabbing his shoulders, going, "Good for you, man. That's awesome. Good for you."
Mm-hmm. Still got dip in his back pocket.
Yeah, he's back. He comes all the way around. Met a girl, doesn't care.
Do whatever you want, hon.
It's one of his vices, you know?
Dude, Bree's so cool. Keep saying that to him.
Yeah. I lucked out. 3 kids. His oldest kid already has like a spiked mohawk, 7 years old, just tackling the shit out of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, so it's you. You go, okay. We're doing the
pass
cycle
it
again.
down. Yellow crusty ankle socks for him too. You gotta leave his house though. You gotta leave Gerbach's house early. Cause he's like, I got TrueGreen tomorrow at 8. I gotta get in. Team manager, team lead.
Yeah, but he's running shit. Like Grbac back to almost having a nice haircut, some good golf polos. Cause like,
oh, dude, Grbac
he doesn't have to
every 5 days haircut. He might have
doesn't
a hard
to get
part
out there. He doesn't have to get out there and use his hands anymore. He uses his hands directing people on what to do. Good for you, man. Yeah, so Discord asked, they've been waiting for the other half of the Grbac story, and I think we laid it out pretty well there.
Gerbach's back.
Grabac's back with Brie and Dip, dude. Yes. It's the trials we must all go through, you know? It's like I think about it with my son sometimes. I'm like, man, one day he's gonna have to face some shit like that. And I'm just gonna have to, you know, be there for him and hope he finds his merry way.
You gotta warn him like every dad does. Like when you have a girlfriend in high school. Hey, just get ready. Things might change in college. You know, every dad, you hear some dad's voice say that. My high school girlfriend, her dad, you guys don't really love each other. I was like, he's kind of got a point, yo. Dude, after he said that, everything changed for me. I was like, he's right.
Thank God. Wow.
Bro, you gotta have a real one step in.
That's what's so crazy is like, I'm so jealous. Like my brother-in-law on my wife's side, he went through high school unscathed. Didn't have a girlfriend. Like
that's amazing to me.
Would go on dates, would take like, you know, girls to prom and homecoming, whatever. But like he was the quarterback of the football team. Just like, I like hanging out, doing what I want to do and focusing on football. And I know all that's just going to be a bunch of bullshit. And like now he's engaged and, you know, to a very nice lady. And, you know, it all worked out. But I'm like, God, if I had one thing that I could pick for my son and daughter for that matter, if I could say this is one thing that's guaranteed it's going to happen, that I can guarantee is going to happen for the betterment of their future, I'd say neither of them are interested in dating in high school.
What kind of mindset is that? I felt like I had to have a girlfriend in high school. I thought it was like part of the whole thing. I'm like, I have to get a girlfriend in high school. Like that is like what going to high school is.
Yeah, I have to like go to her locker and like walk to class with her.
Play football, have a girlfriend. I was like, that's what high school is. Have a car.
Maybe.
Yeah. Have a car your senior year only because your mom won't buy you one.
Not a high school podcast. Wait, so they literally just like talk about bullshit from their high school days 15 years ago every week?
For 38 minutes into the podcast?
All right, let's get to some Mel's best available. We did shoulders last time around. We saw, I'm trying to remember who it was on Instagram. I apologize, I'm blanking off the top, but you'll know who it is. This was a submission from a Clubhouse member, and I figured we could run with it because we're heading into party time. I'm going down to Austin, Texas this week, not for a bachelor party, but to see one of my boys that was on my bachelor party who lives down there.
Yo.
Yeah.
Just a guy's trip?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So any Austin or surrounding area Clubhouse, hit my line. You, me, my buddy, and some UT baseball.
You guys going to a game?
Yeah. So Texas plays Alabama at home in baseball. So I think we're going to go check that out.
Yo, what's the fit look like?
Dude, I don't know, because it's going to be hot as shit.
Vince Young black jersey.
I'm pissed. I'm like, see, I'm gonna buy some stupid shit down there for sure.
That's your best quality.
First stop in Austin. I'd be like, yo, Coxie. That's his nickname, of course. Coxie, can we hit a vintage store around here somewhere? Even a Goodwill will do. I need to find something crazy UT.
Longhorns baseball pop-up tent. Give me all you got, dude. All of a sudden, the biggest Texas baseball fan you've ever seen in your life.
Immediately just Google search Jordan Shipley jerseys near me.
That's what I'm saying. That's the coolest thing. Just deck out.
See, but what the problem is that like I'll be with Coxie and he is a way more frugal dude. Whereas when I'm with you in Chicago at Wrigleyville before the live show, first thing, gotta get that black jacket.
Buy that. Hard, bro. Guy pulls up to a Texas baseball game with a Colt McCoy QB wrist. I don't know. $518 on eBay. Still got the plays in it. Why is that dude wearing a Limas Sweed jersey?
Still holding out for him to make it with the Steelers.
Bro, me too.
Such a what if.
Mel's best available guys that didn't pan out. Limas Sweed, bro. When the Steelers drafted Limas Sweed, I was like, oh, what round was that? That was so hard. First round?
I'm pretty sure that he's the reason that the Steelers kind of shy away from drafting wide receivers in the first round now. Second round. Okay. That basically the first. Second round. Yeah, Santonio Holmes was the last first round receiver the Steelers took.
And I know you'll know this, but who was their first round pick that year?
The Steelers in 2008? Yeah.
So
Rashard Mendenhall.
Ooh. Fumbling problem, right?
Little ball security problem.
Not no A-pod, but fumbling problem. But god dang. Body.
Yeah. Footwork. Doing the hip hop classes.
What number was Limas Sweed on the Steelers?
14. Because he was number 4 in college, so he just did I can't be that at that time. Give me the 1-4.
Limas Sweed.
Hey,
so cool.
He's a Super Bowl champion. He had that big block in the AFC Championship,
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, so hit my line. We're going there. But all that to say, Mel's best available bachelor party locations. Location.
Station, how about these locations?
Bachelor party locations. Mel's best available.
You first.
Yep, me first. Feel like it's just a clear cut number one. Like, don't overthink it. One of those where you start being like, I don't know, I'm hearing some reports that they could go left tackle or something. It's like, dude, don't. Just take the quarterback. Take number one. You got to do it. It's the franchise play. You got to. Best available, Las Vegas.
Wow. All right.
For a location, I mean, but to be fair, it's not unlike any other prospect. Only every once in a while do you have the Andrew Lucks, the John Elways. But even Peyton Manning, there was concerns about his footwork and his athleticism, and can he win the big game? Fernando Mendoza, is he a game changer, or is he just like a Kirk Cousins like type? There's those kind of questions. Still number one overall. But I think if you're looking at like what would the downsides of Vegas be, super pricey. But then you have to do it right, where like you can't be there for like way too long. You need to get in there
2 days.
On like you need to get in there on like a Friday night, and you need to leave like Sunday night or something like that. Just jam it all in, but boom, while you're there for that 40 hours, 48 hours, whatever it is, it's going to be awesome. Weather's going to be perfect.
Gotta have a plan.
You're going to have a plan, but I think just you put everything together, 1-1 overall, it's got to be Vegas.
That is like the top QB in the draft. Vegas is so Blaine Gabbert,
I don't think Blaine Gabbert. Because like Vegas isn't missing that much. And like I said, it's one of those that, you got Peyton Manning, Ryan Leaf. Yeah, Peyton, they each have some questions about him, right? But like
I'm thinking
worked
you
out.
think it's good, but doesn't end up being all that.
I've only been to one bachelor party there, and man,
It was fire or
definitely something to write home about.
not? Mel's best available bachelor party locations. Hear me out.
Hold on, I got to get this in. This is tremendous coming from the guy who's never been on a bachelor party. So I want to get that out there for Clubhouse.
I didn't know what to do when this came up. All right. Bachelor party locations. Hometown. Play it close to home.
Yep.
Hey, go-karting, Twin Peaks. You're trying to keep your fiance happy. The homies go to your basement at a safe house, video games all night.
Is this a bachelor party or a birthday party in 2012 when you're turning 19?
Either way,
Interchangeable.
it's what I want to do.
All right.
Keep it at home. Save money. People are all right. Yeah, it's like a thing. You know, it's not like a big burden on anybody.
Yeah. True. That's a big aspect that I think needs to be taken into consideration way more than it is now at this point in time. Now people are asking like guys to go to Cancun for 5 days. I'm like, what are we doing? This isn't spring break with my family. Like, okay, you're getting married, dude. Let's go get drunk somewhere and hang out for like 36 hours.
Lock in at the homie's house.
Yeah, I mean, I had that. I had a staycation on my list. Now it's off. It's off my board because you took it. But
what else did you have on there?
I mean, we were still going.
No. On the staycation one, did you have like? What were you thinking?
No, I mean, I've been in like my brother-in-law, my sister's husband did one. My uncle did one like that. Where like, yeah, you do some bullshit you do like a pickle peddler or something, right? Downtown, maybe go get some wings or some grub somewhere. Then you just hit the local bars for a bit. You stay somewhere, maybe downtown, like an Airbnb. Maybe hit an Indians game, not a local podcast.
Hey, fireworks.
I mean, there's options, right? And you're like, cool, yeah, like. All right, so it's not like crazy. Maybe it's not like something that people write movies about, you know,
doable,
like Vegas,
baby.
But
Doable.
like it's a great night out. Yeah, cool. All right. So we got Vegas, we got the hometown. I'm gonna go. This is my best available here. So my best available bachelor party location, second
Team
overall,
needs.
Wrigleyville. Specifically Wrigleyville. This is what I did for my bachelor party. I think even if you aren't a Cubs fan or you don't have a whole bunch of people who are Cubs fans in your group, it's still got everything you could possibly want and more because it's wrapped around a ball game, right? Maybe you go to the rooftop. Maybe you go sit in the bleachers at a ball game at 1:20 on a Saturday day in June and you're getting blasted out there. Still a good time. Who gives a shit what's going on in the field? Then
Baseball games aren't for baseball, dude.
No, it's for everything else.
Baseball games are for everything else.
Get the snakes going in the bleachers. You know, take your shirt off. Maybe start hollering at people. Right field sucks. Like, just go, man. Just have at it, right? If you're doing a rooftop. I mean, this is what we did for my bachelor party. The rooftop was sick, so fun. Food, drink, perfect views, amazing. And then afterwards, it's just like one of the best party places in the country. I mean, you just have nothing but bars lining up and down the streets. And you know what? All things considered, decently affordable. And you're not staying in Wrigleyville for 3 days. Like, again, you're getting in on a Friday afternoon, you're leaving Sunday morning. You have 2 nights there. You hit Wrigleyville, the different bars, plenty of bars to go around, hit a ball game once or twice. Bada boom.
Out of there.
Yeah.
God, what a trip, you know? Staying in the Airbnb like above the stadium, that one? Or the one where you can like see the Cubs play? Oh,
sure. Yeah, get something like that. But even then, like, yeah, you're probably having like 15, 16 guys. Not that crazy to split amongst all yourselves. Right?
15 guys?
Yeah.
Yo, that's a ton of guys. You didn't do that, did you?
Yeah, I had a shit ton on mine.
15, bro?
Because I was like one of the
7-on-7.
I was like one of the first. So when you're one of the first, you feel like everybody's doing it with you. Because
that's actually a move, yeah.
Because nobody's done it yet. So like, and I was younger. So at that time in my life, that there was a handful of like what I would say now fringe friends that I was closer with because I had less shit going on. So I was like, yeah, dude, come. And then I had like my dad and my brother-in-law and my future brother-in-laws and my like, I was like, let's all come, dude. I don't want it to be a fucking huge thing. Let's go. Yeah, so that's got to come off the board for me. I think all things considered, easy to get. Even if you got a buddy that lives in like Texas or like Colorado, plenty of flights to Chicago.
Yeah, right there. Direct flight. It was easy. Just hopped on, hopped off.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see what's next for you.
Okay. Mel's best available bachelor party locations. Might be a little off the grid here. You and your boys have always wanted to do this. You're making it happen for them this weekend. You're going to college game day at East Lansing. Dude, pick a random spot, random game. You've always wanted to do it. Michigan State's playing Wisconsin at home. Yeah. Overcast. You get a hotel. Let's just see what it's all about. You and 6 of the homies.
College
waking
town,
up
so
early.
Everything's cheap as shit.
Who cares?
Like your Airbnb is you're like
$248 a night.
Yeah, and they're like, you owe me $75 for the Airbnb. You're like a night. You're like, no, total.
Go to the game, have the time of your life. When your homies went to one of the schools, he's all about it.
Sure. Yeah, get some shit talking going on. You wear the opposite. You know what I mean? Like you wear the opposite school just to mess with your buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they have all those college bars that you go to. You walk out of that. You get 17 drinks. You walk out of there. Tab $38.
Just at the weirdest, like how college bars are just named something you'd never think they'd be named. You're like, that's the popular one? Howard's? It's always something like that, and you're like, "What? What does that have to? What does any of that have to do with Michigan State?"
Yeah. The green pickle. Sure. I mean, whatever. Line wrapped.
Oh my God! 3 floors. Is this thing gonna collapse? Gets crazy up there at night, dude. Mateen Cleaves was in there last week. Are you serious? We're going. Is he going to be there this week? Probably not. We're still going. Where is he sitting? I want to sit there.
The Mateen Cleaves booth. Just chilling in it.
Oh, my God. Bro, I got so blacked out in the zone at Howard's.
Let's go. I want to go right now.
Bro, would that be so sick?
Hey, that's just, you know what? We'll just do this with the clubhouse. We'll just pick a random Big Ten location. And we'll all just go do a tailgate up there. Like I said, I threw in the Discord. I said we should all go to a random high school football game. All wear Michael Myers outfits. Nah. Let's go to. I said that was my goal. We just get a bunch of us to show up to like Plainfield. We're all in there.
Wouldn't that be oh my God. If I was on that team and I saw just 25 dudes wearing Michael Myers suits and masks in the crowd, I'd be like,
let's do this. Let's just make it. Let's go to East Lansing in October, like the last weekend of October before Halloween. You know what it's going to be. And everybody wears Michael Myers outfits and we tailgate up there. And then we go to Howard's with Mateen Cleaves. we have a once a year clubhouse bachelor party.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Clubhouse bachelor party. Oh, everybody's wife. What the hell? Like they can't even get mad though, because it's like not a high stakes situation for a wife to get mad. Like we're not going to Vegas.
Yeah, we're not going to South Beach. We're not going to Coachella.
We're just hitting B-dubs and East Lansing.
Dude, that'd be so fun. Holy
Bring your raincoat.
All right, I'm going to go with a little bit of a wild card here, but I think it has a lot of potential. It's not too dissimilar from what you said, but like I'm thinking of a different time, a different situation. Mel's best available bachelor party locations. Just give me an underrated Midwestern city in the summer.
I like this a lot.
So like
Columbus?
if your homie's just like, yeah, dude, we're just gonna go to Milwaukee for the weekend.
Why do I want to live in Milwaukee so bad deep down?
Hey, we're gonna go to Lexington. I know it doesn't seem, but like it's actually a pretty cool spot. You look up like the different shit to do. You're like, oh wow, they do have a cool strip of bars, and like we go see some horse shit. And like, all right, yeah, cool. Go there. You're like, I think I want to move there after that weekend.
Oh yeah, those low key cities in the Midwest hit so different.
Like Cincinnati, of course, the ball games. Ball games probably tied in there too, but like they have a casino right across the way. They have like river boats, solid little bar scene. Maybe hit a comedy show or something. They're like, oh, all right, yeah, cool.
Everything's
cost
so
effective,
doable. So doable. Yeah, we're going to Minneapolis. What?
Just give me one of those. Like, I know you're gonna say, well, you just did Chicago. That's not. It's Chicago. It's Wrigleyville. Like it's.
Yeah, it's like a big deal. But a low key Midwestern town. Yeah, we're just gonna hit them all.
Louisville, 4th Street, cool. Louisville Bats game, fine.
Bats.
Louisville Slugger Museum tour during the day. That's cool. They got beers there. You can walk and talk with beers. Great. Smells amazing in there.
Everybody gets their own Louisville Slugger bat. Name carved into it. What?
You get the real one, and you also get the beer bat. Doing that on 4th Street. Dizzy bat on 4th Street.
Mm-hmm. Somebody breaks their bat over like a car or something like that for sure. Hopefully.
All right, you got one more?
Yeah, Mel's best available bachelor parties. Not having one. Hey, just say I couldn't pull it off. Nobody's mad. You don't have one? Nobody's mad. Everybody's like, hey, bro, I'll see you at the wedding. You know what I mean? Like,
no
it's
way.
all good.
Everybody's
all
mad.
good.
Everybody's mad. You're the only one not mad. Everybody's mad because nobody wants to go to the wedding.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, isn't that already part of it? So they have to. It's just one less thing to do. Dang, man. Hey, but I'll see you on the wedding. Gonna hype for the wedding. I don't know. Kind of a relief. Low-key relief.
You're an idiot.
When you got plans and they fall through, never felt better.
That's funny. That at least looked funny on the graphic. Just NA.
Didn't have one.
What? Mel's best available. Drop them in the comments on YouTube or the Discord or wherever. Probably see it on Instagram. You know the deal. It was a fun one though. I'm getting excited for the clubhouse bachelor party in East Lansing.
Gosh.
Start looking at the schedule, picking out games. I'm just gonna do that right now, actually. On air. Hey, Blake, can you go ahead and look that up for me? Blake's looking it up for me.
Blake's our fake producer. Connor Cook, Michigan State jersey with like a see-through poncho over the top. Bachelor party fits.
Oh, dude. I've got it. Saturday, October 17th.
Oh, I just got the chills, bro.
The Michigan State Spartans welcome in the Northwestern Wildcats.
Tough not to cheer for the Cats a little bit, you know?
Hey, get back for the Pat Fitzgerald Bowl? Come on. He's the head coach at Michigan State now.
Oh, nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Dang. God, Northwestern, such an underachieving Big Ten school.
Or are they overachieving?
They used to be kind of dangerous. Northwestern used to be a team you were kind of, back in the day, bro, I was like, God, I hope they don't. Northwestern kind of a sneaky good team.
Couple sneaky game day pop-ups there where they'd be on the shore in Lake Michigan. Only against Ohio State. That's the only way ESPN was going.
True. Northwestern, dude. I feel like nobody talks about Northwestern.
They're about to get that cool stadium right on the water.
Purple and black.
Yeah. Kind of contrast. Like, I don't know. It works, but at the same time, I'm like, it's a lot of dark.
It's so dark, man.
Like when they go with the black uniforms and have the purple accents, I'm like, man, can we clash it up a little bit?
Like it.
All right, let's get to the clubhouse here. Unless you got, what do you got? You got a AFC, NFC or anything, or dripping or tripping this week?
No, we should pull one from the Discord though. Been some heat.
God dang. Insane.
Just
insane stuff.
Pictures of Mike Miller. That's all I need to see.
Got a Jerry Porter drop this morning. Happy Sunday morning. Hope Jerry Porter's doing well. It's like, this is it.
Applebee's AFC, TGA Fridays, NFC.
I like.
Kind of both AFC. There we go.
My favorite ones are like when it's just like a real life shit, like taking a shit, NFC, pissing, AFC. Those are the best.
Dropping a deuce is the most NFC thing of all time. Blondes NFC, brunettes AFC. That's crazy. Are we sure about that?
I thought I had it flipped.
Is that rage bait? Blondes NFC, bro. I don't know about that. Cold pizza NFC, reheated pizza AFC. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Anything cold is NFC.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting that out there.
I saw a really good one the other day.
somebody put in there that Johnson's AFC and I'm NFC. Like Ben's AFC or Ben's AFC and I'm NFC.
Makes sense. Microwave NFC, air fryer AFC. Dude, oven is so NFC to me. Old school, preheat it, do it the right way.
Yeah, it takes it's a little bit more of 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
But
it takes a little bit more
payoff.
time.
Big payoff.
Hey, would that, if oven is NFC, would that make stovetop AFC?
I think it's just that microwave would be AFC. Microwave AFC. Because, like, you know, you're trying to make some frozen food. You're like, do I want it quick? Do I want it
a little
better?
bit of a quick strike offense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Microwave AFC.
They don't know.
Let's do a few clubhouse here. Team these guys at gmail.com. Let's go to our guy Will. Saw this pop in here. It says Toby Gerhardt. Will says, hey, Benny and Joey, I'm extremely excited to announce that my wife and I will be welcoming a burpee boy to the clubhouse in August. It is our first child. And we couldn't be more excited. Also want to get
burpee
your thoughts
baby.
on this. Being a boy dad is so AFC. Being a girl dad is so NFC.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Will, congrats to you and the burpee girl, Mrs. Clubhouse there. They were 2 front row in Chicago, showed up like 2 hours before the show.
Oh, I love them.
So congrats. That's amazing. That's when my baby boy was born, August. Don't want to get too emotional, but start talking about your boy and then you'll start welling up. But yeah, you know, all the cliche shit. It's the best. But all right, you said you agree with boy dad AFC, girl dad NFC. Why?
I don't know.
I don't disagree. I just want to hear the thought process.
Now I kind of don't know. Because I feel like, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Oh, okay. Maybe I got it. A little bit more defensive, a little bit more protective around the girl. Defense,
NFC.
Monsters of the Midway, NFC.
I'm trying to figure out why boy dad would be AFC.
Boy Dad's a little bit, AFC's the American Football Conference. Boy Dad, it's like you're out in front yard throwing the baseball.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah.
White picket fence, taking them to the ball game.
Yeah, I can roll with that.
Now the real question, Will, is what I thought you were gonna say, and the real question becomes, what are we naming? What are we naming the baby?
Baby names. Clubhouse baby names. What'd you name your baby? Just all one word, DeMarco Murray. Just sounded elegant.
Just 49ers Brandon Lloyd. Okay.
Dunk contest Stromile Swift is his whole first name. 49ers Brandon Lloyd. That's
Silky
crazy.
Jersey Mellow? Silky Jersey Mellow. Okay. Is Mellow his middle name or
the person at the child services thing, like writing down the name for your baby? Okay, and his first name, if you could spell it out for me. Well, not really sure about the spelling, but it is freshman year Aurelius Ben.
do you want to go Frosh? Frosh here? Oh man.
Do you have any backup picks? Yeah, the next one is my sister has a crush on Jason Sehorn Giants. Why are these so long?
Oh wow, congrats. Yeah, you guys done? You thinking about number 2? Yeah, thinking number 2 actually, she's pregnant. So wow, good names. Yeah, thinking MNF Booth Dennis Miller.
Why is that such a moment, bro? Everybody in the world was there. Everybody in the world.
Hey, it's because you either hated it or you loved it. There was no middle
know.
ground.
I
There's
don't
no
know.
middle ground. Dude, they don't talk about Dennis Miller on Monday Night Football. Okay. Yeah. Good comedian on there. Yeah. Okay. My ass.
I couldn't decide if I liked it or didn't like it.
Well, yeah, you're like 10.
I know, but I was just like, I think he bombed, but it was still like good, you know. I think he made the not top 10 the next morning on Sports.
You would like it, like it's so you now because you always just like just like switch it up, dog. You know, like something different.
Yeah. Dennis Miller, MNF Booth. Son's name.
MNF. All right, let's go to Paul. Paul says Warren Sapp's pogo stick. From Paul, favorite touchdown celebration is Warren Sapp's pogo stick dance after catching a touchdown pass against the Falcons with Joe Buck and Collinsworth on the call. Most Fox game of all time. Then he plays it. It's gonna blast an ad here. Oh no, it didn't.
I gotta see this.
You probably couldn't hear any of that, could you? Or did you hear it?
I didn't.
Oh, sorry. Well, everybody in the clubhouse is going to think that the audio went off unless you're watching it. But if you're watching, it's just going to be me.
Okay, I know exactly. I get it. Yeah.
Joe Buck on the call. He just goes, everything's saying run, and it's not. A pass to Sapp, and you think he likes it? That was the call. And then Collinsworth comes in and goes, oh, the Fogo stick. The Fogo stick.
Hold on. I wonder if I can play this. It's just the audio is too good.
Everything screams run. We'll see if they pass, and they do. And it's Sapp. You think he loves it? Warren Sapp for the touchdown.
Big guy sellies, dude.
Love it.
Thick six. Mel's best available thick six.
Thick sixes. Paul goes on to say, saw Benny in Phoenix back in December and froze when he started naming players, and I couldn't say Texas Tech for Wes Welker. Will haunt me for the rest of my life. Love the show. Slap my ass with John Lynch's jockstrap, not a Buccaneers pod that magically fell off when he got juked by Barry Sanders.
Ooh.
You remember that? So you yelled out Wes Welker and Paul
It's a
had
tough
it, but
one.
he didn't.
In the moment, it's a tough one, yeah.
Well, all those guys
Especially
run
that.
together. Danny Amendola, Julian Edelman, Wes Welker. You're like, did they all go?
Same guy?
Yeah.
Is that the most same guy of all time? Literally, clones.
Danny Amendola, Julian Edelman. Yeah.
Same amount of letters in their last name. I'm like, just please.
Exactly.
Falcons, Bucks, pretty NFC.
Pretty NFC. Yep.
Bucks, Rams.
Pretty Fox. Yeah. From Michael, all-time RBI leader. Michael says, long time, first time. While browsing baseballreference.com, if you know, you know, looking for Albert Pujols and Manny Ramirez career RBI totals, I stumbled upon Cap Anson in 5th place for all-time RBIs. For reference, A-Rod is 4th and Barry Bonds is 6th. I'd never heard of this guy, so of course I had to go down the rabbit hole. Here's some of the stats. Cap played 27 seasons from 1871 to 1897. 2,205 RBIs, 334 career batting average, 7th all-time on the hits list with 3,435. Who's your favorite old-timer still on an all-time list like this? Were they built different? Slap my ass while I snap Benny a football signed by Mike that my grandma asked him to sign while he was eating dinner at his own restaurant. Max. Sent from my LG Dare.
Damn, what is that? LG Dare.
Verizon LG Dare.
Dare to be different, dude.
From the looks of it looks like it has a little bit of a slip, like a slide up thing.
I remember their slogan for that was "Dare to be different." Not a
I
local
don't
podcast.
remember that.
Not a local podcast, but Joe King got that phone, and he would just slide it up every time. Be like, "Dare to be different." Hello. Never got old. Just every time, dare to be different. What's up? Just calling out the slogan. Oh god, good phone.
Names like this, yeah. I mean, I don't have any off the top of my head, but it is always so funny to me. I think I did a sketch about this a few years back. Didn't do that well. Whatever.
Not mad about it. Still somewhere.
It's like when you're listening, you know, because I watch pretty much every Cubs game, and it's not unlike any other broadcast booth, but all the time, you know, like the broadcasters will be going on about some stats in the 4th inning, and they'll bring up and here's the all-time leaders in Cubs history, and you'll have, you know, Derek Lee, around with Sammy Sosa, Ryan Sandberg, all the typicals, but then somebody from like 1905, you know, like Stuffy Johnson will we'll get in there. Stuffy Johnson, you know, and like, you know, then they go riff on and on about, oh yeah, you remember old Stuffy? Oh, how could I forget? Yeah, like that shit never ceases to make me not laugh. Just the most weird nicknames, and also like nicknames that kind of had to do with the times. You know, or it'd be like, oh, Clubfoot Wilson. Yeah, you remember Clubfoot. Yeah, you had a hard time getting down the line. Silence.
Who? Yeah, why are they talking about that right now?
Because it's somebody they'll show for reference of, you know, Dansby Swanson in his last 7 games has done this, and that's comparable to, and they'll pull up the you know, all-time leaders in Cubs history of this. And inevitably, some guy, some Cap Anson, some Stuffy Johnson will make his way on that list.
Always talking about somebody. We just have no idea who they are.
Not a clue. Not a clue.
Yeah, remember when old Billy White Shoes Johnson? I'm like, who the dude?
Always white shoe. Yeah, there's always a white shoe. Yeah.
Schultz, Joe Jackson,
Billy White Shoes Johnson, and
Jerry
Tommy
Jockstrap.
No Socks Stevens. Okay.
Like, that was actually a guy. Billy White Shoes Johnson.
You're like, how'd that come to be? I always wore white shoes. You're like, don't we all? Like, how's he the one that just got to claim white shoes?
Were they built different? Yeah, they always were built a little diff. Manny Ramirez, dude. Mm.
Uh-huh.
Didn't he have like all like the like tack stuff on his helmet?
Pine tar.
I thought that
yeah.
was so sick, bro. Did he pee on the wall?
No, you're thinking of Moises Alou peeing on his hands.
Somebody like peed on the.
Oh, on the green monster? No, I think I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, Manny did some. Hey, Manny being Manny. They always did that. God, you're right. that was an era. That was a moment in time when guys would just have their helmet beat to shit.
Especially him. I thought he was the coolest baseball player for probably like 5 years. He was wearing the chains,
jersey,
I thought.
Baggiest jersey, chains, terrible
Before
defender,
everybody.
But would just hit like 500-foot bombs.
Nobody really had dreads like that either, it seems like. And then his helmet, bro. What is that for? Just so you can and hold the bat better?
Yeah, so the pine tar, you put it on you put it on the handle, the grip of the bat, and then you have it on your gloves and everything. It's supposed to make it to where obviously like it's not as slick and whatnot. But then he would have so much of it, be doing this so much of this helmet. And then I think he probably kind of put some on there just to add to the effect,
bro.
And came out to that.
Allen Iverson of baseball.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Good comp.
Well, I mean,
for sure.
he was so likable. I was like, I don't even know who that is, but god dang.
Mm-hmm.
Stocky. So baggy.
And the jersey, but like it didn't look bad. It looked like it just was like meant to be that way. But I'm like, if I wore that, I look like an idiot. He had baggy pants too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, white boys can't pull that off. What was his batting routine? I think there was something about that too.
It wasn't anything too wild. He was big on he was one of the first that he would just like pimp a home run and just stare at it. There's that famous picture where he hits it and then he just stands at home plate. I think it's Bill Simmons' profile picture. And he's just standing there with his arms up and it's like shot down the first base line. So you see all the Red Sox players in the dugout going crazy.
Forgot about him.
University of Phoenix Field.
All right, not that. Okay. Never mind.
All right, let's do one more here. From Brian, Clubhouse. Sup, dudes? First time, short time. I just rewatched the Pretty Glonky video and realized that Ben is the one interviewing the guy, and it blew my freaking mind. That shit makes me crack up every time, especially when he says, like Frodo Baggins. I was in a meeting at work the other day and started thinking of that guy's voice randomly and could not keep my shit together. I was fighting for my life to not start cracking up. Do you guys remember any particular brutal situations when you cannot stop from laughing? You goofballs must have had some moments like that in church when the priest was pipping off about thy rod and staff comforts me. Love the show. Keep up the good times flowing and come to Seattle soon. Cheers and warmest regards, Brian. Sent from my grandpa's satellite phone, and the center console was 92 Lexus that I never once saw him use, but I still thought it was absolutely baller. Thanks, Brian. Glad to have you. You call back anytime. Yeah, dude, Glonky. That's just. I mean, we're coming up on
Glonky origin story.
We're coming up on close to 10 years of that. Johnson on the mic. What a find. Me behind. You can hear me laugh at one point.
Dude, you're the one that was like, let's go out there and like just try to see if people can do this. And I was like, yeah, all right, let's go.
It was back at the station, and it was just kind of reminiscent to Drunk Chuck's. They would just send me and Ben and just be like, you guys are funny. You guys just take a camera and go do something because you're funny. And we're like, okay. I mean, thanks for the direction. And so, yeah, that was like one. I was like, I don't know. It's just, if you get people on the streets like singing and fucking up, at least be like people will watch it. So it was around May for the Indy 500. And so I was like, let's see if people know the lyrics to Back Home Again in Indiana, which Ben obviously had no fucking clue. But
no. Sometimes I still get comments from that video and people are like, what is this song even? And I'm like,
yeah, it's stupid to even explain to people really, but like you sing it wrong to Glonky, which is hilarious. That makes it even better. But he's like back home again, and you go back home again. You just took liberties to what it is. You had no idea. So funny. But then what's the It gets me every time when he goes, "Oh, good. How are you?" When he does that,
How are you?
That you hear me laugh in the video. I start like shaking. Yeah. And then
Top,
good Lord,
top
I mean,
interaction. Top interaction. Damn, man. Mm-hmm.
how do you like? Where does that rank for you as a sidebar in terms of like what people notice you for the most? Is
Dude,
it
probably
like
that's got to be like 50% of it.
that?
You're the
catcalling?
guy. You're the glonky guy. Yeah. Like some people will come to my shows and be like, "Yo, that glonky video." I'm like, hell yeah.
Crazy. Never could like. If you would have told us that in that moment, hey, like 10 years from now, Ben's gonna have over 1 million followers on every platform. You're both be doing all this stuff, like you, but people still talk to you about that video, and I'd be like, dude, I didn't think we were gonna be able to air it. I thought they'd be like, it's funny, but like he's messed up.
True. I was like it was 50-50. I was like, is he too messed up like to post this? I really wasn't gonna post it. And I was like, I don't know, whatever. Who cares? He doesn't care. It was like a good energy, I guess.
Yeah, right. No, that's one of them. I mean, shit, dude. Like going back to those interactions, Brian, like Catholic school. I mean, I feel like you add up all that shit at like Catholic schools. I know every school has it, but yeah, like when you got to go to church once a week,
10 times funnier in church. Everything's 10 times
and you
funnier.
know all the teachers they're hawking because they're like, you cannot mess up in church, and then it just makes it even worse, dude.
There's been some times where I could not stop laughing for like an entire day at school. You know,
Those
like
are the
you just
best.
keep thinking about it. No, but I always thought I was gonna get in trouble, like, cause I'd be laughing like 6 hours later about the same thing in a whole different class. And even people were looking at me like, still, bro? And I'd be like, dog, it's so funny, dude. I'd be like under my desk on the way home, be dying. You're like carpooling with some random family and you're just in.
Yeah. You feel bad. You're getting hot. You're getting sweaty because you know your face is red because you're holding in your laugh so much, but you're like shaking. You can feel
you
it.
You can't
The
explain
neighbor
to
girl-
them.
The neighbor girl is kind of hot, is like looking at you. You're like, God damn.
She thinks I have a problem. Yeah.
I remember Jordan Reeser. So stupid. Like we had like you'd have these different tables, you know, and like it was our English class. And like kind of the shyer, like just like kind of the nerdy, like shyer girls who he would like mess with them and just do the stupidest shit. Like look at him with his eyes and be like,
bro.
And they'd be like, what? And then he would go like this. He would go. Like just shit like you're in 8th grade and like you're just, bro, what are you doing? And how do you even have the like courage to just mess with someone that like overtly?
He was so funny, dude. I remember he was funny when he was like 10.
Oh yeah.
And we were like I'd be like, oh, that's your little bro. He was like at our basketball practice. Funny as hell.
But yo, it's so classic about somebody like that is that year for years in high school and college and stuff, I'd be like, dude, you are just naturally funny. Like you need to go up like on stage or like do this shit with me.
Yeah.
No interest. No interest.
It's always the funniest dudes that never would.
Yep. No interest. He's just like the best living room comic of all time. Like, dude, literally.
To a nerdy girl, bro. She's probably like, yo, what?
Yeah. I'm like, dude, she's gonna like tell on you.
I know. Yeah. I'm always saying like, bro, we're about to get in trouble, but to them it's just nothing.
But he like didn't. Yeah, he like
She's
didn't
gonna
care.
tell on you.
It's like those kind of kids, probably similar to Joe King, where like he could do it and not have a worry or care in the world. Nothing would ever happen. But the second I would do that, all of a sudden I'd be in the principal's office.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just like how their luck broke. I don't know.
Gotta change schools. And it's the way they did. It's because they did it and didn't care. Like we do it and care too much.
Right. Totally. Yes, there's another Reeser story for everybody. Star of the show.
And it's not even like you don't have to do anything like super crazy to be funny. It's just always like a look across the classroom that'll get me for like 7 hours.
Still, just picturing like Miss Morris up there teaching Spanish, and I just look over and Reese is doing that.
Oh my God. And they just
See
knew.
you.
And they knew. And you were dying and they were still doing it.
Straight as face. What a break.
Can't look at your bro can't look at him. During a presentation, how about this? But you're presenting something in the class and your best friend that you grew up with is in the class?
See ya.
Like, imagine doing that now. Like, imagine you had to present something and all your homies were in the classroom. You wouldn't stand a chance, bro.
Nope. If we were doing that, it was just fucking eyelids flipped.
Ridiculous. Especially in high school. I'm like, dude, this is borderline insane. to actually have to present an econ project and like my actual best friends are in the class.
Yeah.
Every time I look up.
You get to a point though, in your life where you're like, you used to want to have nothing but your friends in your class, but at some point you get to a point where you're like, it's just best for me not to. I gotta lock in. I gotta go to college. I gotta get good grades. I gotta like, this is time. I can't do this anymore.
They would be bad too. They'd be like a fake agreeing with you. Oh my God. I never felt dumber. Be like, so I think that the economy next year and like your homies in the back, like exactly, dude. APC. Trying to max out an APC. Your homies in there.
Hey, all it takes at that point in time, you're trying to max out. All it takes is for Jordan Racer to walk by and go, "Oh yeah,
dude."
See ya.
Done. Broken sternum. The funniest noise.
Oh shit. TeamTheseGuys@gmail.com. Sorry, Johnson. I gotta get going here.
Go ahead and goal.
Go ahead and goal. I hear they gotta go ahead and goal. I hear my baby's upstairs, so riding the stroller. Lord knows what that could mean. Gotta go ahead and go take care of that. But you can go ahead and go subscribe to these guys at These Guys LOL on YouTube, on Instagram. Join the Discord channel. And subscribe, follow the show on Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, and leave us a nice rating review. Tell us Mel's best available bachelor parties. Tell us your hometown homies' names.
Wow.
If you want to disclose such information, since you know all of ours.
Just do it.
Not Adam Eckert
best
podcast.
Homies' names.
Yeah.
Get your merch. Look out for Indiana Land 500. Ooh. Plan your trips. Join the Discord. Follow us on Instagram. You already know Clubhouse. Get the burpee girls involved. And yeah. Talk to you next week.
We'll talk to you next week. Felix PA.
Kevin Euclid.
Nice. Sox team.
Is he this? Yeah. What is that?
It's just his little shit, man.
Station now.
These guys.